Evening, everybody. Tonight I figured got something in the mail. Do a little review, give you my opinions on it. It's the first figure I bought from Joy Toy. It is the Skeleton Forces Hell Grim Reaper Selena. I bought it because it has some parts on it that I want to use for another project. Let's take a look. First, the packaging is awesome. Like, great art, heavy duty box. This plastic would be good for a lot of custom projects. So I'm gonna hold on to that box. Inner card, a lot of wasted space. That's a lot of wasted space. But I'm sure some of the more elaborate figures use that space. There's the rifle. It's got an alternate head with a faceless, hairless head inside. Did not know that was in there. My guess is because, I mean, it's a helmet, and it's certainly not going to fit on this head with the hair. Right? There's no way you could get that on there. So they give you an alternate head. Now it's got that boss fight style neck peg. Put that on there. On goes the helmet. So the reason I bought this figure is actually for this armor here. I have another figure I actually want to put it on, and it fits pretty loose on here. It moves around quite a bit. Let's check out articulation, elbows, shoulders. You got wrist. The head is the neck ball. Waist twist, hips. It's got that mid thigh swivel, double knees, swivel foot. All right. Overall, I mean, what I expect from a figure that costs $30. Pretty good. Notice I didn't boil and pop in it. I didn't have to like boil it, heat up anything. I took it out of the box and I can play with it. That's what toys should be like. I keep getting things from other companies, and there's always this little toe articulation. That's good for posing. And they all come with these disclaimers that you need to warm up the joints before you play with them. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I didn't grow up doing that with my toys. I shouldn't have to do it now. Let's compare it to, let's see what we got here. I got a Marauders, Valkyrie. She seems a little on the short side. Just putting them side by side. Swap that head. She is a little small. The head is a little small. Definitely more in line with like Star Wars 3 3/4 figures versus 4. That's about a 1/4 inch shorter. Let's see. So the Valkyrie comes in at just a tad over 4 inches. This comes in at 4 inches exactly. So that's 4 inches. This is like 4 and 2/16. 4 and 3/16. I happen to have a stormtrooper here. So let's compare it to that. Oh yeah, definitely taller than the Stormtrooper, smaller than the Valkyrie. Alright, so that's more. Retract my previous statement. That is a true 4-inch figure. Good. Let's see how hard. Let's see how hard it is to get this stuff off. Let's see if I can figure it out without breaking anything. Hands pop off pretty easy. I like that peg. There's nothing fancy about it. Doesn't have like a big nub like a lot of the pegs do. Makes it easy to pop in and pop off. So there goes that. Let's see about the feet. Feet, same thing. There's no giant nub, so everything just pops off easy. And down that goes. Great. Figure looks good. Details are nice. Paint's nice. Better be. This figure costs more than the few Marvel Legends I buy. Face is kind of bland, but nice job on the eyes. I like that they did the lips. The hair could use a wash. I do like how easy it is to get the hands and feet on and off. Wish more companies did that. It's got some shoulder pads. Those slide off pretty easy. All right. See if I can these. There's that. That pops off. All right. No idea how to get this off. I'm assuming I have to go down. That is a tight fit. There we go. All right, so on the mold, you can see the t-shirt line, which means this should have been painted flesh. It's not, it's just molded in gray. That's a shame. It should be painted to match her, especially at the price point. Everything comes apart pretty easy. See how hard it is to get it back together. Come on. There it is. Sits in there pretty good. Yeah, that bothers me. Now that I noticed it, that neck thing. If you're gonna sculpt on a shirt line, you should paint the neck. There's a lot of details on here that could probably be painted. The zippers, the belt buckle. The backs of the knees are not cast in the same plastic as the figure, the same color plastic, but the joints are all cast in a harder plastic. This is very soft plastic. These are clearly a harder plastic. The elbows, the knees, the wrists, and they're done in black, which with a gray figure that definitely stands out. To me, not a fan of that. Let's see. Arm popped off. I don't think it was supposed to. Boy. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen, so Not good. Or maybe it was. No, it looks like it was. Interesting. But now it won't stay on, so. Broken. Good job, Joy Toy. I see how it's done. It's like a disc. Yeah, there's a disc. This front disc is glued. And this one, it might be the back disc. Yeah, on this side, it's the back disc. On this side, it's the front disc. Is a separate piece. It's a two-part disc in there. So to fix this, I'll just put a dab of glue there and put them on. Let it dry and see if that works. Not too much. So that broke. Wow. All right. Let's try again. That's a weird way to attach the arm. Every other figure I know, it's a peg. You know, internally there's a peg. So to see one like that, that's just weird. All right, do the same thing on this side. That should not happen. That just shouldn't happen. That shouldn't be something that should be worried about. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, it seemed to work. It's on there. Still have full movement. So if your figure pops off, you got to figure out which side of that two-piece shoulder attaches to the arm. So on this arm, it was the front plate. On this arm, it's the back plate. Let's see if it worked. Yep, that worked. Looks like the elbow construction's similar. This looks like it's a peg. These look like they're pegs. All right. I just said the paint apps are good. Now, the more I look at it, the more disappointed I am. Again, the joints don't match. You got the neckline, it doesn't match. See the joints. Missing paint on the belt, zippers, things like that. Little things. Especially at 30 bucks. You know, rifle's cool looking. Don't know what it's supposed to be based on, but it's neat looking. Now, can she hold it correctly? Let's find out. I am a big believer that they should be able to put their finger on the trigger. She can get it up to her cheek pretty good. So that's not an issue. She can shoulder it pretty well. So that's good. That was difficult to take off, but not that big a deal. The shoulder pads are a neat touch. This is what I bought it for, though. Really, it is. I made a mask character that kind of has a power armor in the show, and I wanted to upgrade mine. And when I saw this one, I decided to do it. It comes with a pistol. Pretty nice. Holster's attached. Holster comes off pretty easy. It was glued, now it's not. Overall, is it worth $30? I don't know. Maybe. I know a lot of my friends swear by Joy Toy. I'm not buying another G.I. Joe or Joy Toy all the way. Pretty cool. Good size. The sculpts are great. The sculpts are amazing. Like, the detail on those are excellent. So I can't knock it at all for sculpt detail. Paint details, absolutely. I've seen some of the newer ones that have really great paint details, so I don't know why this one got the cheap end of that. Overall, not bad. My first one. I might buy a few more just to check them out. So there you go. Joy Toy Hell Grim Reaper Selena. That's what I got. Take it easy.